That 10% conversion rate on your Performance Max campaign, well, I hate to break it to you, but a huge chunk of it might be completely made up. Here's why and what you should actually do about it. PMax has one goal: to maximize conversions. Not revenue, not customers, conversions. So if your tracking is even a little sloppy, it goes hunting for the cheapest, easiest things it can count, like bot clicks, junk form fills, someone tapping your WhatsApp icon and never saying a word. Every single one of those fires a conversion event, which makes the dashboard look amazing, but your pipeline doesn't move at all. So where does it actually break? Usually one of three places. First, micro conversions set as primary. Things like chat widget clicks, scroll depth, and time on site. These aren't necessarily bad to track, but the second you feed them to smart bidding as primary conversions, PMax will start chasing them hard. And it's really good at finding people that click things and do nothing else. Second, you have unprotected lead forms. A basic single-step form with no validations is basically a welcome mat for bots. PMax finds an ad placement that produces cheap form fills, decides it's brilliant, and then proceeds to scale it up. Volume goes up, but quality falls off a cliff. Third, you have calls and offline imports with no quality filter. If you're counting every call, regardless of how long it lasted, or importing every form fill as a quote-unquote qualified lead, bad data goes straight into the algorithm. It never learns the difference between a real prospect and a wrong number. Okay, so here's how you should clean it up. First, redefine what counts as a conversion. Pick something that actually connects to revenue. A completed multi-step form, a booked call, a phone call that lasted over a certain duration. Everything else, track it if you want, but mark it as a secondary conversion so smart bidding doesn't touch it. Next, you want to harden your forms. And this one really matters for PMax specifically. Because PMax pulls traffic from so many different channels, a basic single step form is going to get destroyed by low intent visitors and bots. Switch to a multi-step form that adds a bit of friction and has qualifying questions. Something that actually makes people engage before they hit the submit button. And pair that with a form backend that has real spam protection built in. I personally use usebasin.com to wire up my forms and help me fight the spam. And just so you know, I'm not paid to say this. I have no partnership with usebasin. It gives you phone and email validations, bot filtering, and a lot more. The goal here isn't to make it hard to become a lead. It's to make sure that the leads you are counting are actually real people with real intent. And finally, you want to close the loop with offline conversion tracking.